In today's news, STEP initiative promises to slash electricity costs by half. Wheatley refutes misinformed and malicious allegations on BVI's financial regulations. Report submitted by UN Special Committee on Decolonization. Internship to provide students with work experience in financial services. The OECS leaders seek economic transformation through sustainable development. The BVI is to compete in the Miss International Elegant Mothers pageant. Wolves FC reclaims top spot in BVI FA National League. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Remind me to renew my insurance before I leave.
Just do it online with CG. Remember when my week-long vacation became a month-long excursion? Yeah, we ended up stuck in Saskatchewan, and I lived off the land for a month. Turns out I'm a natural-born ice fisher. Anyway, I renewed my insurance online. You never know.
An online portal that's convenient and simple. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Friday, February 7th, 2025. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola and the Virgin Islands. A happy Friday's wish to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the government of the Virgin Islands has committed $1 million to a new solar technology energy program that will cover 50% of upfront costs for residential solar installations. Minister for Communications and Works, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, announced Thursday.
For me and for us here in this territory, we are not just signing contracts. We are fueling a movement. The Solar Technology Energy Program, or STEP, it's here. And it's our golden ticket to reducing energy costs. We also embracing innovation and securing our future as global leaders in sustainability. So the good news, this government has put your money where its mouth is. And thanks to the Premier and his bold commitment and his partnership, we've injected $1 million into the STEP initiative to kickstart this energy revolution.
The program aims to dynamically and drastically reduce electricity expenses for residents with potential annual savings for up to $2,700 per household, consuming about 15,000 kilowatts annually. Homeowners across the islands can participate with the BVI Electricity Corporation, offering installation options for Tortola, Virgin Gorda, Anegada, and Just Van Dyke.
This will slash your electricity bills by up to 50% permanently. So we'll say goodbye to the fuel price anxiety, as the Premier just mentioned. Sunshine is free, abundant, and 100% Virgin Islands made. So join a community of pioneers who will save for those persons that uses up to 15,000 kilowatts annually. You would see a savings of $2,700 a year or thereabout.
The minister highlighted that the territory currently spends nearly $50 million annually on fuel for generations.
BVIEC, let's expand STEP to include all solar technologies that cut solar costs and usage. What about solar water heaters, solar-powered air-conditioned units? Go even into energy-efficient appliances. These innovations exist, and I'm challenging our BVIEC team to explore integrating them into future phases of this STEP initiative. And as I mentioned, the solar water heaters. As we move this year to merge water and sewage and BVI EC, that is one of the things I am sure that STEP would also be doing, to introduce solar water heaters. And as I'm speaking, I know the Premier is listening, and he will inject a little bit more money so that we can cover those costs as well.
Premier Dr. the Honorable Natayo D. Wheatley has strongly rejected allegations published by The Guardian that accuses the British Virgin Islands of attempting to evade a financial crime crackdown. The article, titled "British Virgin Islands Accused of Shameful Attempt to Avoid Financial Crime Crackdown," claims the territory's leadership is in dispute with the United Kingdom government over proposed measures for a public register of company ownership. In response, Premier Wheatley has denounced these claims as misinformed, misleading, and malicious attacks aimed at undermining the BVI's reputation. Now, Premier Wheatley emphasized that the BVI is not a rogue state, but rather a responsible financial jurisdiction that adheres to global regulatory standards. He highlighted the territory's long-standing cooperation with international financial crime agencies. Additionally, the Premier pointed out that the BVI has successfully negotiated over 100 tax information exchange agreements, ensuring close cooperation with governments and law enforcement worldwide. Dr. Wheatley also pointed to the BVI's government investment in millions of dollars in developing a state-of-the-art beneficial ownership platform that provides rapid access to company ownership data for law enforcement and tax authorities across the globe. This platform, he said, is supported by new legislation and a reinforced regulatory framework designed to combat illicit financial activities. Dr. Wheatley also underscored the high level of oversight in the BVI's financial services industry, comparing it to the UK's Companies House, which does not require verification of beneficial owners. Contrary to claims within The Guardian's article, Wheatley reaffirmed the BVI's commitment to collaboration with the UK government and global anti-corruption agencies. In a recent statement, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natayo D. Wheatley expressed his support for the recommendations received in the recently published UN report on a special committee decolonization visiting mission to the British Virgin Islands. In an official statement, the Premier echoed his support for the recommendations received, its assessment, as well as its implementation. The report recommends, highly supported by the Premier, include education, program independence, timetable, discussions with the administering power, and consideration of a referendum. In the coming weeks, the report will be laid before the House of Assembly and debated in the context of the BVI's constitutional review process, that is. Now, an official forum for members of the public will also be provided, and this is for them to express their views on the findings of the report and its recommendations. Premier Wheatley encouraged residents to examine the report and thanked the UN Special Committee on Decolonization for their visiting mission and the member states of CARICOM and OECS for their very strong support. Up next, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 7. Introducing Travi Rose, Creative Director. Alex Lake, Businessman. Sean Black, Cinematographer. Dakari Wheatley Adams, Content Creator. Donandre Millwood, Educator and Musician. Hashim Dream, Entertainer. James Todman Sr., Contractor. Dr. Albert Tompkins, Psychotherapist. Walter Barrett, Author. Rakim Todman, Producer and Engineer. Kamal Letson, Photographer. Roosevelt Smith III, Sales Manager and Hospitality Professional. Leland Abraham, IT Technician and Cybersecurity Analyst. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, every Wednesday at 8 p.m., exclusively on 284 Media. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redefine yourself through the stories of real-life heroes. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, Raising a Generation of Greatness. Voted Top 35 Gentleman Podcast Worldwide by FeedSpot and BI Icon Award winner.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. BVI Finance, in partnership with the Ministry of Financial Services, Economic Development and Digital Transformation, has announced the return of the Tomorrow's Leaders Internship Program following its highly successful inaugural year. This initiative aims to provide BVI students with invaluable work experience in the financial services industry, fostering the development of future decision makers through hands-on learning opportunities. Communications and Research Officer at the BVI Finance, Mr. Shamal A. Smith, recently sat down with myself to speak on the initiative.
BVI Finance, we are the marketing and promotional entity that deals with the BVI financial services industry. Based on our strategic plan, we have 3 Ps, which I brought to you last year. There's a P for promote, with marketing the products and services that we provide, and we also protect the industry's reputation as a leading offshore jurisdiction. But the Tomorrow's Leaders Internship Program, that's the 3rd P, which is people, and we aim to enhance the human resource capability in the industry. So this initiative was born directly from that P, per se, and this is the 2nd year that we're having it. Last year's, it was a huge effort, but I'm so proud of what we got done.
Mr. Smith provided some background on the program and its success.
You would have had me here last year with Miss Kyla Forbes, who partnered with me on this, and I just wanted to take the time out to thank you for her participation last year. This year, we really want to ensure that the public is well aware of the program. Last year was a test run, and you would hear in a little while the success stories, but we really want this to grow and to ensure that the public knows and that students are fully aware of the opportunities of the program. I think last year some may have been hesitant because it's the 1st year of the program and not sure what they're getting themselves into, but this year we fully encourage everyone to take part. We see that we have an increase in member firms and firms in general participating, but we also are very proud to have those firms that participated last year. A large amount of them are participating this year.
Exceptional.
But we also have a lot of exciting new firms joining us. So this is a huge initiative, a huge task, and we're just very proud to bring it.
Additionally, Mr. Smith shared the scope of the program and its impact.
The students that can apply, this is an internship in the financial services industry. So if you are a student interested in business, banking, marketing and communications, fintech, law, insurance, you name it, this internship program is for you. And we encourage you to apply. This program, as I said, it's a huge initiative, and it's in partnership with the Ministry of Financial Services. And we really want to ensure that everyone understands the opportunity here. I told you last year that I got my first foot in the door joining this industry through an internship at one of the very firms that's participating this year, actually. And I don't think at that age you realize what a foot in the door can do for your career in the long run. And I really encourage all of you to apply, even if you're not a business student. We had a good amount of business students last year, but we also had a few medical students, a few nursing students that showed an interest and still applied because they had an interest in the industry. And regardless, it's an opportunity for you to learn.
The success of the very first cohort of students was evident, and Smith encouraged students to register and take advantage of this remarkable opportunity.
I believe registration ends on the end of February, so February 28th. So you have a bit of time to get those application documents in. We'll need a cover letter, a resume, and also you'll be able to find an application form on our website as well, bvifinance.vg. In addition to that, I just want to shout out the firms that participated last year. As I said, a lot of them are returning, and I don't think I was able to publicly thank them, so this is my opportunity. So last year we had, as I said, the AG's Chambers, we had Boulder, of course we had BVI Finance, we had Deloitte, Ernst & Young, the Financial Investigation Agency with the Financial Services Commission, Interpath, the Ministry of Financial Services, Economic Development and Digital Transformation, National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Praxis, TMF, the Virgin Islands Deposit Insurance Corporation, and Walkers. This year we have some of those, a lot of those, and new exciting additions. So we're really proud of that. And the the performance of the students last year, going back to your point on testimonials and just the work that was done last year, we're seeing a trend where we have students that participated last year. Not only are they interested in returning, we have some firms opting to take the same students again, just due to the amount of great work that they did.
The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States has reached a critical juncture where the shift to sustainable energy is no longer an option, but a necessity. This is according to Dr. Docutius Jules, Director General of the OECS, speaking at the opening ceremony of the Third Council of Ministers for Energy. Dr. Jules emphasized the urgent need for the region to break its dependence on imported fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy as the key to economic transformation.
The OECS stands at an inflection point where sustainable energy holds the key to our economic invention. Our fossil fuels will be the addiction that imperils our climate and stunts our growth. We face a clear economic imperative. The high cost of imported fossil fuels continues to drain our economies, with electricity tariffs among the highest globally, affecting our competitiveness across all sectors. Yet, within this challenge lies opportunity. By transitioning to sustainable energy, we can redirect millions of dollars currently spent on fuel imports into productive investments that create jobs, build industries, and drive economic growth.
Dr. Jules warned that fossil fuel addiction continues to imperil the region's climate and economic growth. High electricity costs, among the highest in the world, are draining economies and limiting competitiveness across all sectors. However, he highlighted that within this challenge lies a significant opportunity transitioning to sustainable energy, which could redirect millions of dollars currently spent on fuels and imports into productive investments that create jobs, building industries, and drive economic growth. Dr. Jules described 2025 as a year of uncertainty, referencing geopolitical shifts and economic realignments that could sideline small island developing states. However, he stressed that this moment also presents the opportunity for the OECS to forge a different path, one that leads to a progressive and equitable future through sustainable energy.
2025 is proven to be a year of great uncertainty and volatility, and I think all of us here follow the news very closely, where all alliances are adopting new stances that may not put us on the global agenda for change. They may not even consider the needs of small island developing states at all. But amid wars, civil and political strife, and a reordering of economic priorities in favor of the interests of powerful elites, 2025 may also be the year that we in the OECS set off on an entirely different course, leading to a truly progressive and equitable future. We are therefore compelled to treat the mission to reinvent our economies through sustainable energy development with, to borrow from Martin Luther King, the fierce urgency of now.
Dr. Jules underscored the importance of attracting investment to scale up sustainable energy development. He also emphasized the harmonizing of policies and standards across the OECS member states that will create a combined market of over 1.4 million people with strong renewable energy potential. Acknowledging, of course, the broader global energy landscape, Dr. Jules pointed out contrasting approaches. While some nations, like New Zealand and Switzerland, are showing climate leadership, others are retreating from key commitments, such as the United States' description to withdraw from the Paris Agreement. In response, he called for unwavering determination from the OECS member states to lead the energy transition despite global uncertainties. The Third Council of the Ministers for Energy will now focus on finalizing a roadmap for sustainable energy with commitment to accelerating policy implementation, investing in human capital, and embracing innovation for a resilient future.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay. Can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are a scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and I'm pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. Miss Tashina Penn will be representing the British Virgin Islands in the upcoming Miss International Elegance Mothers pageant being held on May 10th, 2025 in St. Martin at the Tropicana Ballroom in Creole Bay. Speaking in a recent interview with myself, Penn revealed that this year's theme, and I quote, is a letter to mothers, with her platform being postpartum wellness.
I am Tashina Penn, your Miss British Virgin Islands delegate for the 2025 Miss International Elegance Mothers pageant. To answer your question, Ron, the pageant was founded by Mr. David Williams, and he wanted to create a platform to inspire moms, to uplift them, to encourage them as well, and also to value them and show them that all their sacrificing wasn't in vain. And he also wanted to open the doors not to moms who have given birth, but also moms who have taken kids in and raise them as their own as well.
Penn also spoke on the impact of her mother on her life.
There's so many things I would say to my mom, but I want to thank her for all the sacrifices she has made, all the sacrifices she has done for us, showing up for us, even, when we think that, she was too busy, but she was always there, front row cheering us on, and also like pouring into our dreams and motivating us and pushing us to do better. And also thank you for instilling so much core value in us and making us the persons that we are today.
Speaking on the benefits of her platform, Penn explained how it will have an impact on mothers.
So my platform is postpartum wellness, and that's something that I've experienced postpartumly. With that, a lot of women, they struggle with the postpartum healing part of the journey, and I think it's far overlooked in communities. Moms, they struggle mentally, and sometimes we're quiet about it. We don't normally open up to others about that, and I feel like that's something that we should focus on, because mom, even though we go 9 months, we have a lot of support then, but then when you get home and you're by yourself with your baby, there's a lot of things that go on behind doors. So that's something I want to really highlight on.
Additionally, she spoke on the various segments within the pageant.
So the segments, we have introduction, we have costume, also church wear, African wear, where we will be displaying a letter to our moms or mothers, talent, evening wear, and question and answer.
Exceptional. Yes. Now, I have to encourage, of course, the British Virgin Islands public to come out and support you. But what would you say you're most looking forward to in participating in this pageant?
So I'm looking forward to meeting the girls, learning about their cultures, just going on stage and representing the BVI to the best of my ability and show them what we come with.
Wolves Football Club surged back to the top of the BVI Football Association National League standings after securing a 3-0 victory over One Love United at the Virgin Gorda Recreation Ground on Sunday, 25 of February 2nd. Our Kamal Haynes has more on this report.
Entering the match level on 26 points with Virgin Gorda United, but trailing on goal difference. Warriors knew they needed a win to take control of the league table. After a goalless first half, Kieran Brown broke the deadlock in the 72nd minute, paving the way for a dominant finish. Hugo Laziario doubled the lead in the 83rd minute before Alexander Edwards sealed the win with a penalty in the 89th. The victory lifts Warriors to 29 points, while VG United, who did not play over the weekend, remain on 26 points. Well, in the opening game at Virgin Gorda, Lionheart FC put on a dominant display, dismantling Avengers FC 7-0. Tyrone Buddha stole the show with 4 goals, while Kelvin Thompson, Brod Gibbs, and Claudius Felix also found the back of the net. With the win, Lionheart climbs to 3rd with 24 points. Meanwhile, at the Greenland Football Stadium, Sugar Boys FC cruised past Rebels FC with a convincing 4-1 win. Captain Darrell Redhead opened the scoring early with 2 quick goals, followed by strikes from Andres Bailey and Roland Roberts. Rebels' lone goal came from Irvin's Lockhart in the 55th minute. Here's a look at those highlights.
Yeah, I'm going to go to short tape. No.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Sugar Boys. Sugar Boys.
And it's goal for now.
In the final match of the evening at Greenland, Positive FC overpowered Old Madrid FC 5-2 in a one-sided contest. Angel Welch, Andal Tyrell, Adrian Atkinson, and Damien Bent secured a victory, while Old Madrid's goals came from Carl Stewart and Kenmore Peters. Take a look at that game.
Number 24, by himself, tapped it over, it's into the back of, it's a goal! This ball being pushed off on the left once more. Back to the sweeper, turns, being attacked there by player, could be trouble, keeper comes off his line, oh my goodness, the ball is back into the net once more, it's 2 goals. Find number 15, nicely tapped it inside, motoring down the flank, this one could be more trouble for the Old Madrid, can't pull the trigger, 10 pulling it, and it's into the back of the net once more, it's a goal. Put out, find Tinney, number 29. Going around this player, but loses it once more. Number 15! Goal! It's sent to the back of the net once more. In this 4 goals to 0. Silk take a tap inside. Oh my goodness. It's there bubbling inside and it's into the back of the net. It's a goal. So all my jerseys on the score sheet. Wow, get yourself out. Push in top. Find number 8. Push it number 12, turn, get it inside, this one could be trouble and problem for the Real Madrid. It's a goal! A positive backing, adding to the top. Oh, that's ball going back, Ishii, oh, give it away to Silk, number 10, hit it into the back of the net, it's a goal!
But the National League continues this weekend with matches scheduled at both Greenland Football Stadium and the Virgin Gorda Recreation Ground. At Greenland, Positive FC will face Panthers FC on Saturday at 8 p.m, while on Sunday, Lionheart FC takes on One Love United at 6 p.m, followed by the Warriors FC versus Sugar Boys FC at 8:15 p.m. In a lone game on Virgin Gorda, VG United will take on Avengers FC at 5:45 p.m. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284 Media and 284 BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable weekend. A happy Friday. Goodbye.